Education is necessarily the passport of the future, and future belongs to those who prepare for it today. Hello everyone, this is Harshit Saxena from College of Veterinary Science and Animal Husbandry, Duvasu, Mathura, and this video assert an analysis of the new National Education Policy of India 2020. As it is said that good heart and good mind are formidable combination, and when adds to it a literate tongue or pen, miracles transpire. Education is something that adds an attribute of being humane to human character. It unveils the plethora of human minds which has solemnized this world since time immemorial to a better place. Concomitantly, our individual is complete with education and our nation is complete by individuals. Hence, we can say that education is a silver bullet which can improve the standard of any nation. India with 1000 plus universities, 45,000 degree colleges, 15 lakh schools, 1 crore 9 lakh teachers and more than 33 lakh students is the largest in the higher education sector and third largest education system of the world. The evolution of education in India dates back to the ancient education in Gurukuls based on Vedic literature to the most contemporary National Education Policy of India 2020 that addresses the need of the hour. The policy was approved by Union Cabinet under the leadership of our Honorable Education Minister Mr. Ramesh Pokhriyal by vigorous consultation process throughout the country on 19 July 2020. Policy reforms has essence of self-reliance, strengthening of sustainable developmental goals, economy strengthening by means of encouraging startups, innovation, entrepreneurship and internships, internationalization of education by student education programs and global collaboration, the layered accreditation system, and last but most important is the reduction of mental trauma of students at school level by introduction of customizable 5+3+3+4 program in which student can study according to both their needs as well as their passion. The school reforms inculcates universalization of education from preschool to secondary education and increasing the gross enrollment ratio to 100%, bringing 2 crore students back to school, and also emphasizes on the foundation literacy and numeracy. Also, teaching of the students up to 5th standard is mandatory in the regional languages. Vocational courses are being encouraged, and also there is no rigid stream system and multidisciplinary report cards are made. As far as college reforms are concerned, the flexibility in the subjects can be there. Multiple entry and exit system is there. Academic bank of credit is being made, and National Research Foundation is being made to foster research and development. Phasing of affiliation for 15 years based on the autonomy of the different colleges along with the special advantages to the disabled people is there. Multilingualism is also focused in the college reforms. Concludingly, we can say that every policy, every reform has some pros and cons, but here the pros outweighs the cons, such as teaching in regional languages or the dilemma that how the GDP is being upscaled from 4 to 6% used in education sector. But it is asserted that it is not the challenges but the dreams and vision that makes our reform successful, and we can say in coming 4 years India will be at its zenith and its aura will radiate throughout the world and its petrichor will narrate the story of triumph. Thank you very much.